All right, man. Welcome back to another Packers franchise video, man. I know it's been almost a month since I last dropped a video. I didn't think that a lot of the games I played were that good to post, let alone I didn't play like majority of the rest of the games after the Bills game. Um, so yeah, end of the season though. Panthers, shout out Killer Cam, the dude I lost to in embarrassing because we didn't play, beat the Bills, who I did beat. Um, and a 38-17 Super Bowl. Now, I won't lie to you, the scoreboard does not tell the story. The first half was extremely competitive. I think it was like 14-17 at halftime. So the second half wasn't as good as the first half, but it was pretty damn good. Pretty good Super Bowl to watch. Bryce Young won MVP, and the Panthers head coach won Coach of the Year. James Cook, I think, was another Offensive Player of the Year. Jack Campbell wins Defensive Player of the Year. And the Rookies of the Year for offensive defense is Jamal Gilmore of the Lions and Dante Warfield for the Vikings. Now, if you go through and you look at our stats for the whole season, Jordan Love threw for 4,200 yards, 33 touchdowns, 20 interceptions. I don't think it was a good Jordan Love season, for being completely honest. I think it could have been better, but it is what it is, man. He stepped up in the second half of the season. It just didn't really matter. Our season was really much over. Running back, Josh Jacobs, 1,600 yards, basically 1,700 yards, 13 touchdowns, averaging about almost 100 yards a game. Only fumbled the ball once. His longest run was 81 yards. Marshawn Lloyd, my backup running back, had 200 yards on the ground and 8 rushing touchdowns. Now, receiving's weird, right? Now, I know y'all probably thinking, where's Stephon Diggs at? Alright, look, so I'm not gonna lie to you. Stephon Diggs, I released him. Alright? I ain't gonna lie to you. I had that boy for a season, and he wasn't bad, but at the end of the day, like, I could, if by releasing him, I can get 20 mil saved. You know what I mean? So, I released him, and I re-signed Luke Musgrave, Tyler Craft, or not Tyler Craft, what's his name? Tucker Craft, sorry, he's leaving. He's going to FA. But I get Luke Musgrave to back up Mark Andrews. But before I released him, he did have I think 900 yards. I think he was really close to 1,000. I'll put it here on screen. But Christian Watson, 1,200 yards and 12 touchdowns. The fact that he didn't get any type of dev upgrade to superstar blows my mind, bro. One of the best receivers you'll watch. Burning everybody, running good routes, all that. Now, Mark Andrews had 1,000 yards and 10 touchdowns. He went down as superstar. I think he was X Factor before. I guess, having an 1,000 yard season and 10 touchdowns isn't just good enough to keep your X Factor. Marcus going 451 yards and 5 touchdowns. Now, with Diggs not being on the team no more, it's really about to be the Matthew Golden and Christian Watson show with Mark Andrews sprinkled in. Because I do have some young receivers that I think could get stuff going for me, like Savion Williams, 6'4". Like, I love to get to use them. It just really depends on how next season starts. Now, Adrian Cooper is probably one of my favorite players on this team, man. He had 144 tackles, 77 solo, obviously 15 tackles for losses and half a sack. He also had 8 deflections, and yeah, he went up to X Factor this season. He went up to X Factor, which I'm really happy for because, he's a young player. He's an X Factor, so he's probably going to be wanting a contract extension next season and hoping and praying I have the money to extend this man because this man has been an absolute dog on my team. Now, Micah Parsons, 13 and a half sacks, 24 tackles for loss, and selected to the Pro Bowl. He was the only Pro Bowler on this team, which actually pissed me off. He also had 24 tackles for losses, and the only person that came close to him was Edger Cooper with 15, and then Rashawn Gary with 14, and Quay Walker with 9. After Micah Parsons, not really much sacks in this team. So we hopefully next year we can get more pressure and sacks. Um, Interceptions. Carrington Valentine had 4 interceptions, 5 deflections, and he took one back to the crib for 6. Really good season by Carrington Valentine. I think I did re-sign him. I want to say Yes, I resigned him to a 5-year deal, so I get him for another 4 years after this deal, or after this year is done. All right, when we get to the offseason. McKinney had 4 interceptions. Now, sadly, McKinney lost his superstar ability, which makes me really sad. But he's still the best strong safety in the game right now. He just doesn't have the ability. So hopefully we can have a good year and get him back up to superstar X Factor if possible, because he deserves it. And after McKinney, we only had interceptions with Quay Walker, Nate Hobbs, and Devontae Wyatt. So as a whole, I think we could have been really better. I think we were kind of middle of the pack with offense, with yards per se, and then defense. We had one of the best defenses in the league. So you're probably thinking, how do we go from one of the best defenses in the league to 7-10? I couldn't tell you. Shout out Edrin Cooper though, one of the best tacklers. I think he had the most tackles, but they're counting solo tackles, but he was third in solo tackles and stuff like that. So it's not bad. But yeah, not too shabby. Like I said, I re-signed Luke Musgrave. Tucker Craft, you're walking. Devontae Wyatt, you're walking. Dontavian Wicks, sadly, you're walking, but if you're cheap in FA, I'll get you. Because you're kind of expensive. In my opinion. Keyshawn Nixon, you're gone. Thank you for your services. Carl Brooks, you're gone. You never did anything. Bailey Zappi, you were just there. Matt Anderson. I mean, I guess I'll franchise tag you. I mean, it doesn't matter. So we have 37 million cap room. That's just off of this round, right? I'm pretty sure I'm going to get a teeny tiny bit more for a free agency, but there's a chance I could be able to sign a couple players if I go for low deals or if I need to make a big splash. I think when I look at this team, man, quarterback is good. Running back is good. Wide receiver is good. I get something in draft. Tight ends are good. I think my line is pretty good too. At least it's getting better. Getting a superstar guard was nice. Tackle is good, obviously. And when he gets ready to retire, or if I get tired of Zach Tom, I have Anthony Belton back here that can do it. Rashawn Gary, good. Lucas Van Ness, good. Obviously, I don't know. Rashawn Gary kind of like, he's kind of a weird player because he's not the best player in my opinion. I think this is the Michael Parsons show on that line, and Lucas Van Ness is pretty good. So, I'm putting Rashawn Gary on the block. As of right now, on this recording, Rashawn Gary is going on the block. He's 83 overall, star dev player who is 29. If no one gives, I really just want picks. If no one gives me a good deal, he might get released. Cause yeah. But this dude's supposed to be really good, right? Now I might give her that boy now, bro. I'm gonna just tell people on the block for picks. D tackles. I'm actually really not sad that Devontae Wyatt we're not re-signing him, because I got a superstar defensive tackle rookie. Well, it's going to be 1 year now, but he'll continue to grow up and get better. So I'm not really worried about it. So I'm not chilling. Isaiah McDuffie, chilling. Edrin Cooper, chilling. I like Quay Walker. Corners. Corners is an interesting one, right? Because at corner, I'm really old in two of the, well, technically, Keyshawn Nixon is leaving. So, but aside from that, Nate Hobbs is going to be, 28, 29. Kerry DeValentine's 25, so young. I mean, the best case scenario would be Amir Boston developing him, but I don't see that happening. So, if there's a really good corner going to free agency, I would love that. Safeties, I'm not even worried about. So, And we do have a second round pick, obviously, because of the real life Micah Parsons trade to the Cowboys. The Cowboys have our pick. So we only have a second, a third, and 3/4 this year, a fifth, a sixth, and 2/7. But next year, don't worry, we'll have a first round pick, and we have the Cleveland Browns third. So solid picks this season, I would say. Hopefully, we can get a good amount of stuff. I want to go through the scouting process because I don't think I have anybody. I have a couple people favorited. A wide receiver, tight end, centers, edges, corners. Really do need corners if possible. But the dude that I did scout, he does have the talent of a first round or second round pick though, so could be something. But next time you'll catch me, I will be in free agency recapping what we got or what we're gonna get. I'll see y'all then, man. All right, boys, we are at the end of free agency. I just want to show you some of the moves that your boy has made for this team. Starting off with number one, it has been approved. We're just waiting for Cowboys to accept, but we are in desperate need of a wide receiver to replace Diggs, who is younger, better, and can have more longevity with us. And with how his contract situation is looking, he might be a year rental, but we're trying to make the Super Bowl. We're trying to go crazy. The first year I played, in which I didn't record because, well, I had a lot of stuff going on, and I didn't want to record coming into a season, like 4 or 5 weeks in. But we made the playoffs, went like 13-4, had a great season, lost in the playoffs, and then year two, as you've seen, we went 7-10. But that's the past. We're talking about the future and the current state of the team at the same time. So we are going to be trading away our second round pick this year for stud 87 overall George Pickens. Huge trade. Cowboys is trying to, relieve some players. He gained picks, and he's going to be gaining our second round pick. And he also has a first round pick from the in real life Micah Parsons trade. But George Pickens, 87 overall, 91 speed, good coverages, 99 spec catch. I mean, not much more you can ask for, man. A dominating wide receiver in press, contested catches. He can route you up. Like, having him plus Matthew Golden and Christian Watson, one of the best wide receiver trios, I feel like, in the league. Now, we're about to go over... Well, actually, first, we're gonna go over our signings, ladies and gentlemen. As you see on the screen for both of these graphics, we are bringing back Jair Alexander. We're bringing it back for a 2 year, $16.8 million contract deal, man. Bringing back a franchise legend back home after he had a stint with Baltimore. They didn't have money to re-sign him, and he ended up being a free agent. We initially went after Trent McDuffie, but with consideration, Jair Alexander, bringing it back home, that made the most sense. Like I said, 2 years, $16.8 million contract. That's a good deal in my opinion. I mean, if he regresses down, whatever. If he retires after this season, it's whatever. But I think it was a good pickup, and we also brought back Aaron Jones. So, as you can see, we gave them back their old numbers, number 23 for Jair Alexander. And then we brought back Aaron Jones. We gave him a 1 year, $1.8 million contract deal. And we gave him back his number, and he's a superstar running back. So we have him backing up we have him backing up Josh Jacobs. And a really good pickup. We also re-signed Dontavian Wicks to a 4-year, $15.6 million contract. Just a solid wide receiver to back up, coming in, if we have 5 wide receiver, 5 wide, just 5 wide sets. Good wide receiver to have, solid pickup for us. And we also signed Jake Moody. I signed Jake Moody because our kicker retired on us, and he's a 27-year-old kicker. He won't retire for a while, and he has 97 kick power. I don't care for the accuracy just because I'm a pretty accurate kicker if you give me a chance. But 97 kick power is really good, especially if we want to kick 60-yard field goals if we're put in that position. But those are our free agency acquisitions. I think this free agency class was better than last year. Last year, I only picked up like Mark Andrews and like a couple rotational pieces. This offseason, though, we brought back franchise legends back to Green Bay. Can't wait to see Aaron Jones do another Lambeau leap. Um, but that's it. So, we went over my free agency pickups. Let's go over the rest of the league. So, number one, Trent McDuffie went to the Washington Commanders. He's coming back home. He did go to Washington for college, and he's coming back home. Chiefs didn't have enough money to re-sign him. Trent McDuffie is a Washington Commander, which sucks for the NFC side, but it is what it is. Well, Marvin Mims Jr. went to Seattle. He's going to be there for 5 years unless he gets traded. Trent McDuffie's there for 3 years in Washington. Danielle Hunter also went to Washington. So far, Washington's having a hell of a free agency class. I personally wouldn't have done this, but that's nor here nor there. Marlon Humphrey, veteran corner, goes to the Colts for a 1-year rental. A lot of 1-year rentals you'll see. Joe Mixon goes to the Saints. Now remember, the Saints have arguably one of the best running backs in the league, in the game, in Jahmyr Gibbs, and he has Joe Mixon backing him up. That's a hell of a 1-2 punch at running back. Devon Achane went to the Houston Texans, and he signed him for a 6-year deal. Kind of an overpay in my opinion, but I think if you're planning to run the ball or use him in a lot of formations, he's your guy. Brian O'Neill goes to the Patriots. Now, Patriots are a good team. They're sneaky, all right? Don't get it twisted. This is a good pickup by the Patriots. He's continually rebuilding and making this team even better. He's being smart with his money, so that's good. Kenny Moore signs to the Saints on a 1-year deal. Superstar corner, 32 years old, so there's a chance he might retire after this season. Even if he doesn't retire, he will be a free agent after this season. Good pickup for the Saints. And Jameson Williams goes to the Saints on a 3-year deal, which is very interesting. Jameson Williams, I think the Lions either didn't have enough money or forgot to re-sign him, one of the two. I think he didn't have enough money, but he ended up losing Jameson Williams, and Jameson Williams is a New Orleans Saint. So if I have to play Saints again next year, it's gonna suck to play him. He has a really good squad. Again, we're literally two of our teams are very identical. We both have an identical path that we took this season. Just didn't make playoffs, didn't play good enough, or if we did play good enough, we lost by last second. Just bad defense or just getting strapped. So our teams are very, very similar. But again, he has 3 good pickups, man. And Joe Mixon, Kenny Moore, and Jameson Williams. But he ain't done. Brandon Williams, superstar safety from the Broncos, goes back to the Broncos. C.J. Gardner-Johnson goes to the Jags. Chase Brown goes to the Cards. Tucker Kraft goes to the Cardinals. Thank you for what you did for the organization, Tucker. Gonna miss you. Go crazy in the Cardinals, except when you play us. DJ Turner, he goes to the Panthers for a 5-year deal. The Panthers just won the Super Bowl. And he won based off, in the second half, based on that defense. And his defense just gets a little bit better. Chase Young goes to the Buccaneers. Kadarius Washington goes to the Titans. Andrew Van Ginkel goes to the Falcons. Jordan Davis goes to the Jags. Joe Tippett to the Cards. Trenton Simpson to the Patriots. Now, that's a very interesting one. I think I did want to target him, and I just forgot to. Really good pickup for the Patriots. Again, sneaky good team. Tremaine Edmonds goes to the Washington Commanders. Tank Bigsby to the Vikings. Evan Ingram, X-Factor tight end on a 2-year deal to the Washington Commanders. Demario Douglas. This is one of the receivers I targeted, but I think dude wanted to pay him more money than I wanted to. I just didn't feel like giving up a lot of money for a wide receiver like him, especially when I ended up trading my second-round pick for George Pickens. Sean Murphy Bunting to the Hawks, Riley Moss to the Hawks, Kwity Paye to the Commanders, Josh Simmons, a 79 overall X Factor player still. It's wow, it's crazy. Drew Sanders to the Seahawks. Seahawks had a sneaky good free agency class too, man. Again, Saints signing huge pickups. Good pickups. I wanted Emmanuel Forbes, but Cardinals outbid me. Oh well. So yeah. So if we look at the team, pending George Pickens, we are looking at an 87 overall team, maybe even 88 overall team. It's very, very, very fun, man. Like I said, we brought back franchise legends. It's great to have these guys here. We have a good team. Xavier McKinney losing his abilities actually sucks, but it is what it is. Gonna have to re-sign him soon, and Josh Jacobs. I don't know who I'm gonna re-sign between the two. Both are so valuable to me. Edgerrin Cooper, really, really good player, man. He's become really good for me in the last couple seasons, or last 2 seasons I played with him. I started him with he was star dev, man. Star dev. And he went up to superstar after this season right here. 126 tackles, a sack, 2 interceptions, a forced fumble. Man, he had a season last season, and then this season that just happened, 144 tackles, half a sack. Just a really good tackling machine, and of course they're not going to show it. 8 deflections and 13 deflections. The last 2 seasons been good, but if you watch the games, man, he's been really good. So I really like the direction of his team. We're old in some parts, obviously, but I mean, we're pretty young in parts too. Like wide receiver, I think we're pretty young. You have George Pickens, 26 years old, Dontavian Wicks, 26 years old, Marcus Golden, 24 years old, Christian Watson's 28, but like Watson is timeless for me, man. Like I said, if you seen the beginning of the video, man, 1,200 yards, 12 touchdowns, man. And last season he had 11 touchdowns, so I think we're chilling. I think we're honestly chilling. I like this team. I like this team a lot. I like what we're building. We're building really good over here. Yes, we're picking up older pieces, but these older pieces are legends of this franchise. So yeah, want to say this is it for this video, but if it's still going out of this, then probably showed you a recap of the draft, which I probably won't show a recap of the draft until like Sunday, just because I'm gonna be at work while they're doing a draft, and this sucks because last season I was at work when they did the draft again, so I'm not gonna be able to do the draft this year again, which sucks. But if you look at our picks, ignore this second round pick. This is gonna be gone due to the George Pickens trades, but a third, 3/4, a fifth, a 6 and 2/7. That's not bad. CPU, I'm just saying, CPU drafted me. They drafted me a superstar defensive tackle in Trent Boston. And we got him in the 4th round? So yeah, I trusted CPU to draft me, give me good picks. Oh, I also forgot to say, we did end up releasing I passed myself. We ended up releasing Marshawn Lloyd because we did get Aaron Jones. And we also released Rashawn Gary. He gave us a lot of money, so I don't feel bad. I think it was like a 22 million savings, 8 million negative. See y'all next video. Next video will probably be draft recap if I don't do it in this video. And then it's week 1, man, and I don't know if they're gonna tell me my week 1 schedule yet. No, that's gonna happen during draft. So we're gonna see who we play week 1, man. Let's get it.